Okay, so there we are. Are we starting now?
Yep,
Yeah.
go right.
Okay, well, hello everyone. Once again, my name is Diana Galvan, but you can call me Diane, Diana, Diana. Don't worry, I understand. And today we're gonna talk about RIU. You know what's coming, what's new, and what's going on with our brand. Before we start, I want to let you know that we are sharing a video, so you may want to turn down your volume in any case.
Another day is dawning, a new song on the air. A brand new hope is forming, adventure take me there. It's a new day for me. I feel it in my bones, I feel alive, I am set free. It's a new day for me, and nothing in this world will interfere. This is my year.
Well, as you can see, Rio, it's what we want to share or what we want to let you all experience. It's like the beach lifestyle, all inclusive, fun. It's a lively environment. The party, of course, and all the physical activity is really important for us. But we are also trying to change that image. We're trying to get into more we're trying to expand our market, and I want to let you know that we are now during a product evolution. We used to have these bright yellow, pink, blue colors, but now we're trying to change that image. We're now changing into a more earthy and warm palette, a color palette to give that different style. Sorry, I was just reading the. I'm gonna close the question and answer because I get distracted. And so, yeah, Rio is not only about party. Rio is not only about beach style vacations, but now we're trying to get into more clients, and we know that they are looking for a more upgraded and luxury experience, right? And the best brand to do so is, of course, RIU, because with RIU you don't have to sacrifice quality when it comes to price, because we have one of the best balances between quality and rates in the market. So you don't have to break your piggy every time you go to vacations when you have RIU. Okay, so what's new with Rio? We are now adding the Candy Ice Cream Parlor to some of our properties. This is already available in the Rio Palace Bávaro in Punta Cana. We are also adding the American Country Restaurant. This is a new concept that we are trying to add to most of our destinations. This is another restaurant. This is not a sports bar. So anytime you may want to enjoy an American favorite, you can go to this restaurant. And then we're also adding new room categories. We know how your clients needs changes, and we need to adapt to that too. So I want to introduce you to our friends and family room category, which, as you can see, we have 3 queen size beds, or we can have one king and one queen bed in just one room. We can accommodate up to 4 adults. So this is just great when you have, just as it says, friends and family groups. And in case you didn't know, we are also upgrading our bedding. Our beds are now a little bit more bigger. Well, as you can see, it used to be 50 inches and now it's 60 inches. We're now changing also the decor in most of our properties. We are having soft mattresses, we are having a new quality of pillows, and now we're adding more details when it comes to decoration. And also, I know that it was a very usual comment that you could say something about the bathrooms. Well, now we're also changing our bathrooms layout. You now can see that it's closed and it's separated from the room. And what about our unique offerings? Okay, so we have the two-bedroom family suite, which is, as you can see, it has two beds and it's just one room category. We can accommodate up to five adults and one children and one child, or we can accommodate up to six adults. But if they have, smaller children, we can have the guaranteed connecting rooms. Remember, if you want them connected or right next to each other, you have to book the connecting room category. Otherwise, we cannot guarantee if two different rooms are gonna be right next to each other. And I want to let you know about Elite Club too. Elite Club, it's our room category. It's only available in some of our palace hotels. And if you didn't know, we have the Rio hotels, then we have the Rio Palace hotels, which can be an upgraded version of our Rio hotels. You will find more variety at the buffet. You will see different menus. You will find different brands when it comes to liquor. And this is available in the Rio Palace Bávaro in Punta Cana, Rio Palace Macao, Rio Palace Jamaica, Rio Palace Antillas, Rio Palace Cuculcán, which you may be able to go, Rio Palace Baja California, and Rio Palace Pacífico. This room category is adults only, and these properties, these Rio Palace hotels are adults only, except for Rio Bávaro. Um, with Elite Club, you will be able to get dinner reservations. In case you didn't know, we work on a first come, first served basis in all of our properties. But if your guests are staying in Elite Club room, they will be able to book their dinner reservations. They also have a private check-in area. They have their own private lounge with upgraded liquors. They have their own menu at room service, and they also have a different wristband which will grant them access to different areas. It can be the pool or it can be at the beach. And also these rooms are always located in the best locations with the best views. So this way you don't have to request for the best view because Elite Club already has them. And what's coming, what's new with RIU this year? First of all, we are renewing the gorgeous RIU Guanacaste. Last year, we just added 300 rooms. We are adding the RIU Land, and we just opened two pools and a swim-up bar. We're also adding the two-bedroom family and the deluxe. So this is the render. The Rio Guanacaste is gonna be open this October. It's gonna be October the 4th. So we are adding also the Rio Land. We're also adding the ice cream parlor. It will be amazing for families. It's gonna be a great option. And we are also renewing the Rio Palace Aruba because we know that it needed a little bit of love. And now we are adding Elite Club to this property too. So this way, the Rio Palace Aruba and Rio Palace Antillas will be able to visit each other. And we're adding swim up suites, the American Country, and two more food options, which would be the Pepe's Food and the Tiki Taco Station. The Rio Jalisco is under renovation too. It will be closed from August to December, but don't worry, we're adding even more rooms to this property. If it wasn't big enough, now we're adding more rooms. And the whole property will be renovated when it comes to the lobby, restaurants, rooms, pools, all of it will be renovated because we know how important it is to keep up with your clients and just give them the best options that we have. We're adding the American Country, which you can see, and we're adding the candy ice cream parlor as well. And of course, I want to let you know about the Rio Ventura. Rio Ventura is gonna be our sixth hotel in the hotel zone in Cancun. This is gonna be a family-friendly hotel. We're adding uh, the friends and family room category. We are adding this gorgeous rooftop bar, and which I think it's gonna be awesome for like a cocktail hour. We're also adding a kids pool and the slides and we're adding the American Country restaurant. The Rio Ventura will be able to visit the Rio Caribe, and Rio Caribe will be able to visit Rio Ventura. So they will have options for exchange privileges. Remember that with Rio, you can stay at 1 and party at 6. But we also take care of our travel agents. And how we do that? Well, you can create your account today in Rio Partner Club. It doesn't matter how you sell Rio, you can just add your bookings and you will find travel agent special grades for you. You will be able to get points and then you can redeem them for free nights. And if you do not have an account yet, don't worry because you have up to 11 months to register your sales. So if you didn't have an account yet and you create it, you can register your past sellings. And now an important highlight that I have for you is that when you book when you are selling this new client, you will be able to add your Real Partner Club in the remarks field. You just have to add equal sign Real Partner Club code and then equal sign, and that way you don't have to go to Real Partner Club again to add it, so it will just go automatically. And then, if you are new, if you do not know a lot about RIU and the properties, and sometimes you need to know how big the room is, or the room categories, or what comes in a certain room, you have to go to RIU Brand Center. RIU Brand Center is gonna be like your Google for RIU. You will find all of this information. You will find logos, you will find pictures, you will find marketing material. So anything you may need to know, you're gonna find it in Rio Brand Center. And then when you have your clients already booked, you can recommend them to download the Rio app. They can do their online check-in 7 days in advance. But most important, they will be able to check some information that, you know, sometimes they be asking on a regular basis, such as restaurants, dress codes, what's gonna be the weekly schedule, what are the services that we have, the spa. So all of it, they can find it there. And then, of course, we have our Facebook groups for travel agents. Most of the times, it's a really, really nice and warm community, just replying to each other and trying to help each other. But we also have our online BDMs working in the Facebook group all day. So don't worry, all of your questions will be answered. And last but not least, here is our contact information for your BDMs. Once again, I am Diana Galvan, your Midwest BDM. I cover Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, and Nebraska. And then we have Kimberly, who's covering the other half of the Midwest. However, if you need anything, you can contact any of us. We're going to be so happy to assist. We are always happy to get more clients coming from you guys to our properties. It is really important as we appreciate your partnership. And now we can proceed to the questions if you're okay with that. And your BDM will be based on your location, okay? So it doesn't matter if your agency is based in Florida and you're living in Colorado. Carla will be your BDM.
Well, thank you so much, Diana. This has been
Very informative, and I appreciate you leaving the contact information here available for travel advisors to see. Just because this will be so great for them to be able to get in touch with you and your entire team. So really appreciate that. And yes, we have lots of great questions still continuing to come in. I'm going to begin with a few of the questions that were submitted online at the time of registration. So,
Okay.
um, we've had quite a few ask about what makes RIU Resorts unique. What sets you apart from the competition?
Okay, first of all, I would say that something that sets us apart from the competition is, of course, the balance between quality and rates. If you have seen our rates and you have experienced you know what I'm talking about. But also, something that I would say that sets us apart is it's the consistency of the product. You can go to the Rio Palace, Guanacaste in Costa Rica, to the Rio Palace, Costa Rica, and then you can come to the Rio Dunamar in Costa Mujeres, and you will find the consistency in the product. And actually, that's something that makes us have one of the highest rates of returning clients. We have 6 out of 10 guests deciding to return to our properties or to try different locations. So, the more business for us, the more money for you, and we're all happy. And one last thing that I would say that it's a great added value for us is the exchange privilege. You know, most of the times we have more than just one property in certain locations. So if you want to stay, if you want to visit both properties, as long as exchange privileges allow it, it will be just a different experience, and you can stay for a whole week without getting bored.
Awesome, awesome. Sounds like lots of fun. Thank you so much for that. We have also had several ask about the atmosphere across your different resorts, and I know some of them specifically are branded as offering the party scene. But could you speak a little bit more to that? Are all of the resorts always a party?
Sure, I can do it. No, don't worry. We know that's something that is important for us, and that's how we want to make sure that you know the difference between our products, because of course we have party hotels, we have um destinations who are more of like a party preference, but we also have some other destinations or hotels without the party vibe. I want to let you know that in Cancun, Cabo, and the Dominican Republic complex, we have this amazing pool and DJ set where you can go to the Rio pool party, because the party doesn't take place, nearby the rooms or in the main pool. We have a specific location just for that. So if your clients don't want to join the party, they can just chill at the pool or go to the beach. So it's not necessary. In Cancun, we also have the Ribalas Kukulkan, which I would say that it's more of like, like room service and bathrobes and hot tub experience rather than a party and outgoing and lively um, hotel. So yeah, you will find different vibes in the same location in different hotels. So don't worry, we have a product for each one of your clients.
Okay, great, great. And I assume that's something that advisors can connect with their BDM to learn more about which one might be best.
Yes, totally.
Wonderful. We have lots of questions across the board about different remodels and renovations. There's too many for me to ask you about every single one, but I don't know. Do you have any information, a list perhaps of which properties are undergoing renovations and an estimated time frame for them?
Yes, actually, Aruba is on the renovation right now. It's gonna be like the whole remodeling will be done on December. Actually, it will be on Thanksgiving Day. Then we also we also have Guanacaste. We're gonna have um this other one. So it's Guanacaste, Aruba, and this one, Rio Jalisco. I always Rio Jalisco will be reopened on December 20. These are all of the renovations that we have at the moment. Guanacaste will be open in October, and then we have Aruba, which will be open December. Jalisco, which will be open in December too, and the Rio Ventura opening on December 6th this year.
Awesome, thank you. And I believe we have a question that is specific to the Ventura.
Mhm.
Can you say again when that opens, just to make sure that travel advisors have that information, as several of them asked, and I want to make sure that they don't miss it.
Sure. Rio Ventura will be open on December 6th.
Okay, wonderful. We also have some questions about if attendees might be able to get a copy of your presentation today. I do want to
Sure.
remind them, yeah, and also this will be available for you to rewatch on demand on VAPS under the education tab. But you can send out the presentation as well,
Yeah,
Kelly?
totally.
Okay,
I can send them the Canva link so they can just download it.
okay,
Mhm.
wonderful. We also have quite a few questions coming in about how travel advisors can register their bookings for your advisor loyalty program and any codes that they would need to share for that.
Okay, so when you register in Rio Partner Club, you will get a 4 digits code. It can be letters or it can be numbers. So when you are in your tour operator or wholesaler or whatever you are using, you just have to go to the remarks field and add equal sign, your Rio Partner Club, equal sign again, and that's how it will go automatically to your account. Of course, if you do not have an account yet, you have to create one to create one first.
Wonderful.
If
Um,
you, sorry, if you find it like if you cannot do that, or if you do not find the remarks field, you can just go to your partner club. You will find the section that says add my bookings, and that's how you can just add the whole information and you will get your points.
awesome. Also, do you have a Facebook page for RIU travel advisors that they can join?
Yeah, it's gonna be this one. Ooh. It's It's just Drew, travel advisors. We will be asking for some of your information, maybe just your name and I add a number, just to make sure that we're accepting the right people. And you can just ask any question in the group. You will find answers. You will find a community. You will find our virtual BDMs all day. Just replying and adding more information.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for sharing those QR codes. We also have quite a few advisors asking us about destination weddings at RIU. They want to know more about them overall, as well as if there's any commission available with it, or if you also have a free wedding option.
Okay, yeah. I'm super happy that you asked about it because weddings is my favorite topic to talk about. We have this amazing website. It's called weddingsbyrio.com. That's all the magic. So you can go, you can add your dates, you can add how many packs you will be having and what kind of ceremony you want. So once you add that information, a calendar will pop out with the venues available and what day and what time. So that way you don't have to wait for like a wedding specialist reply to you a week later. You can just do it at that moment. And yes, we do have different packages. We have four different packages which are commissionable by 10%. And it just depends mostly on how many attendees you will be having to the wedding that you can select the package.
Awesome. Thank you. Sounds like a really fun time. We also had some questions about how RIU can accommodate special dietary needs. So whether it's food allergies or a vegan diet, anything along those lines that you could share, please.
Okay, what I first recommend all the time, all the time is let customer service know. You know, they are on site, they are on property, and they will get the best way to handle it. However, at all of our restaurants and all of the menus, you will find if it's vegan, if it has meat, if it has not. So you will find all the information that you may need. But please always let the customer service know. You can find customer service front desk and general manager email. You can find that in RIU Partner Club. You will find an option that says like contacts, so you can find all of the information there. Of course, you can always email us, but in case you need it, you can find it there.
Great. Also regarding dining, can you share more information about if dining reservations are required, and if so, are those able to be made on the RIU app?
Yeah, we do not take any reservations in our properties. We just work on a first come, first serve basis.
Okay.
But if you are staying in an elite club room, like not the whole property, just if you have that room already booked, you can make your dinner reservations in the Rio app,
Okay,
but
great.
only in elite club.
Okay. We also had somebody ask about the towel cards for the pool, and if the elite club members still have to use the same towel cards, or if maybe that towel card process might go away in the future.
At this moment, we do not have any plans about it. We still have to use towel cards. All of our clients have to use them.
Okay.
It's just our way to keep everything neat.
Right, right, I understand, and make sure too many chairs don't get reserved with towels that aren't
Yes.
going to be used or returned. So, we also have quite a few questions about any properties that have swim out rooms.
Oh, yes, we do have properties with swim out rooms. I can recommend you the properties in Costa Mujeres. They have this amazing ocean view with swim out rooms. And if you, in case you want to check out, that's gonna be an option. We're also adding to our newest property, the Rio Ventura. However, those rooms, please keep in mind that will be adults only. Okay. um but yes, we have different more different properties in the whole Caribbean with swim out rooms.
Okay, great. We also have a few agents asking if they might be able to get some marketing materials to help them promote Rio properties. So could you let them know how they might be able to get those?
Sure. If they go to the RIU brand center, they will be find photos, logos, like any material, any photo, anything they find in the Rio Brand Center, they can just use it at their willing.
Okay, great. If you leave that QR code up for another minute, just in case
Sure.
anybody still needs to get it. But then next, if you might be able to show again the QR code for the RIU Partner Club, please.
Sure.
All of the QR codes, I love it.
Yeah, it's just easier.
Awesome, thank you.
You're welcome.
Jamie is asking if there's any chance you might start loading the room keys onto the bracelets. Is that something that you think may happen in the future?
Um, at least not now, because if you have visited Rio, you know that your lights and the conditioning air will work when you put the card
Mhm.
in this thing in the wall, because that's a way that we try to use less electricity possible, and we're probably committed. Um, that is one of the ways that we, take care of our environment.
Awesome. Do you offer fan trips? Something every advisor loves to hear about.
I know. At this moment, we do not have one scheduled. However, we're trying to get more into this fam trip, because we know that most of you are asking for it. However, whenever it comes out, I will let you know.
Okay, great. Do you have kids clubs? And if so, is there an additional fee?
No, not at all. Remember that RIU is a true all-inclusive, which means that you do not have to pay for anything extra because you're already paying for an all-inclusive, right? And of course, the kids club is part of it. You do not have to pay anything extra. Um, Please just keep in mind that it's available at some properties. Most of them, or I will say that all of the properties that are family friendly, you will find Rio Land, which is a place for dedicated for the kids.
Awesome. We've also had several asked about any photography options that your properties might offer if they have clients wanting to book a photo session.
Yes, we do have a contact. It's not part of Rio directly. However, we have suppliers, and any occasion you may need one of them, just let us know, and we will send you the correct contact.
Great. I am going to share my screen here briefly. Because I want to show travel advisors on VAX where they're able to get more information too. So I'm here on the homepage of VAX, and if you want to learn more about RIU when you're already in VAX, just come here to reservations and brands, and then select hotels and resorts, and you will find an alphabetical list of various brands here. You'll just want to go down to R for RIU, and you will find their brand showcase. This is like RIU's home base on VAX, where you will find lots of great information regarding offers that they have, more details about the various resorts. You can get some contact information here, marketing collateral, wedding details, more information about their partner club, commissions on weddings. So this is a wonderful resource for travel advisors to take advantage of. And you'll also be able to come here and watch this webinar later. It will be available here on demand under the webinar section. I will also quickly show you under education where you can find this webinar available on demand too. So if you come to the main education page to brand training and education, of course, you'll see the live webinars first, and then you will just click the second tab for on-demand webinars, and then you'll press the red button to begin. So that will be available either later today or tomorrow for this webinar now. And you can also navigate under education to our summer school page, where you will learn more about the extra credit cash and all of the upcoming webinars here. So please consider visiting that. This will be another place where you'll find RIU's webinar on demand soon too. So that was all that I had to share on VAX. And like I said, I'm going to ask just a couple more questions and then we will wrap this up. Another important one is, are travel advisors able to book at a travel advisor rate?
Yes, you can find it in RIU Partner Club. When you create your account, you have up to 15% off, and after you add at least 10 room nights, you will be getting more discounts.
Great. We also have several asking about what your most popular destinations are now. What are you seeing as any kind of trends as far as where travel advisors are currently sending their clients?
Yeah, I mean, Jamaica, it's been a huge deal during the last years. So Jamaica, I would say that it's at the top of our key destinations, and we just opened last year a new property in Falmouth, the Rio Palace Aquarel. And of course, Cancun, Riviera Maya, and Costa Mujeres are a must when it comes to visiting the Caribbean. And we also have some other properties who are being a big deal lately, such as the Rio Plaza Miami, located in Miami Beach, because it's a great spot for, a night before or after cruise. It's just 10 minutes away from the port.
Awesome, sounds fun. Then we also have, this is probably going to be our last question. Several attendees have asked about specific resorts and if they're going to have the Elite Club offered there. Do you happen to have a list of which properties currently have Elite Club?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, sorry, can you share your screen again?
Oh, it's not
When
sharing.
I took over it eliminated yours. Sorry about that.
I was like, yeah, here it is. Sorry.
My apologies.
Okay, so there it is.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. And another very convenient QR code. Awesome.
I know. Yeah.
Well,
Actually, something that I want to share with you is that we are in the next couple of years we are trying to add at least one property with a lead club in each one of our destinations.
oh, awesome. That
Mhm.
should be a really exciting addition for
Yeah.
travel advisors. Wonderful. Well, Diana, I don't know, do you have anything else that you wanted to share before we wrap up?
No, I would say that that's it. But just ask us. Just ask anything you may need. Please ask about it. It doesn't matter what the question is, just let us know, because that way we do know how to approach travel agents, and we know how to push, what information to push. But of course, the most important is how to help you. The better sales for you, the most sales for you, the most sales for us too. So
Right.
it's a win-win.
Awesome, awesome. Yes. And speaking of questions, like I
Yeah.
mentioned at the beginning, we didn't have time to cover every single one today. Hopefully everybody was able to take down the information for their BDMs. If not, I think Diana is going back to it. But yes, like she said, reach out. Here's the complete list. And Diana, I'll also be providing you with a list of our attendees today and the questions they asked. So yes, thank you so much, Diana. Thank you to all of our wonderful attendees today. I do want to remind everybody we'll be selecting a winner from today's webinar who's going to get to experience their own 3-night stay at RIU Palace Con for 2 guests. So super exciting. Thank you, RIU, for generously offering that. And just to wrap up the session, please remember, complete the post-webinar survey that will pop up from Zoom to share any feedback that you have. And don't forget about the extra credit cash opportunity with VAX. So submit that and then visit our Facebook page on Friday for your opportunity to win. I just want to say thank you again to all of the advisors for taking the time out of their busy day to attend our webinar. And I'd also like to extend a very special thank you to Diana from RIU Hotels and Resorts for sharing all this wonderful information. Thanks,
Thank you
everybody.
so much.
Yes, we'll look forward to seeing you again. Have a great day, everybody.
Gracias. Bye bye.
Bye.